Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new season of Breaking Mass. This is Dimitri Ahrens.
And this is Romain Didebert.
You're gonna see those lovely faces for the upcoming year.
Shout out to the Student Hotel for letting us film the 8th season of Breaking Mass.
Are you excited about this?
I am super excited about this.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Before we get into the segments, let's look at the local happenings and what's really been going on around Maastricht recently.
Since the 1st of October, the municipality is removing the wrongly parked bike at the station. They invite the citizens to use the new underground parking. So if your bike has vanished, maybe the government has it.
We're getting closer and closer to winter these days, which means that it's getting much darker. And when it's dark, it's very important that you're safe on the road and that you keep your bike well illuminated. Where can one find such lights? Well, you could go to Action. If you don't have such lights, I'm gonna tell you straight up, the police is gonna find you. The police is gonna find you and they're gonna fine you. They're gonna fine you 30 euros if you don't have one light. They're gonna fine you 60 euros if you don't have two lights. So you better be prepared. Otherwise, you will suffer the consequences.
In 2017, the municipality spent €1 million on collecting the wrongly disposed garbage on the streets. Next year, they're planning on spending €750,000 on educating people how to properly dispose their garbage. This month, Breaking Mass is having its own special event. Make sure to like our Facebook page to stay updated. Featured in this episode, the TEDx PhD Pitch Night and the opening of the Waterhouse Gallery.
But first, let's take a look at the Student Services Info Market. At the Info Market, you can find lots of ways on how to involve yourself in the local student community in Maastricht and really put yourself out there.
That sounds cool. Let's check it out.
Hi guys, welcome on this sunny afternoon. I'm Zoe Van Nee and Breaking Mass is here at the Student Service Center. Currently, there's a Get Involved information market. Here we can get information about the university's clubs, events, and organizations. So let's check it out.
Six organizations here present today, and they're promoting their organization but also upcoming events. This market is mainly focused on international students who want to get to know Maastricht, the things that they can do here, so sports organizations, dance organizations, also to get them involved in the Maastricht community, because that's of course what we want.
So how many sports associations are there?
Currently we have 29.
Okay, could you name some sports associations?
We have a wide range from surfing, snowboarding, volleyball, rowing, sailing. We even have cheerleaders, squad, so a bit of everything.
Okay, so if someone's interested in one of these associations, how would they get in touch?
The best way is to probably go to the Must website. On this website we have a list of all the sport associations, then it redirects you to their own website.
What we are trying to do is unite Europe. What we are trying to do is make our voice heard.
We have many people interested in many fields, such as immigration. So we have many people actually going to the immigration camps and for talking to the people, getting how is the situation there, and they're very excited about what they do. But also we have people who are doing public health, and they are trying to raise the awareness of public health in Europe in their cities and in their communities. So that's a very important part of what we believe and what we are.
Hey, this is Roberto Lasso from MSTV Let's Dance in Maastricht, the Salsa Dance Association of Maastricht for students. We also give Latin and ballroom, and you should join our association because dancing is the most international language in the world.
Is a student business association, but the cool thing about it is that we invest in sustainable projects. So you can either join our existing projects or you can start your own from scratch, and we help you doing that. All the projects, as I said before, have to be sustainable. This means they have to be eco-friendly, they have to be socially responsible, and they also have to be ethical. So that's very important for us.
Novum is a student political party within the university. So how it works is that within the university we have two main student-driven organs. We have the University Council and we have the Faculty Council. So what we really are working on is flex studeren. So right now, if you want to follow a course, one course in our university, you have to pay a tuition fee up to 2,500 euros, something around that. What we want to achieve is that you only pay for every single credit. This allows the student to not only be studying, but also to be flexible in working, in extracurricular activities, in traveling.
This year we're celebrating our 40th birthday, and we practice every Monday evening. We are a symphonic orchestra, and we have about 50 players in our orchestra, and we're always looking for new members, strings or wind players. We have multiple concerts each year.
So, anything there catch your eye?
Might join the orchestra. What about you?
I think I'll try my hand at salsa.
Okay.
For this segment, we sent out investigative reporter Jeroen to find out more about what sort of ideas were presented at the TEDx PhD Pitch Night in Maastricht.
Hi, it's Jeroen and you're watching Breaking Mass. Today we're at the TEDx Maastricht PhD Pitch Night, where a bunch of PhD candidates will pitch their ideas and compete for a spot on TEDx Maastricht on October 12th. What is your name and what are you studying?
My name is Nadine Blankford and I'm doing my PhD on the integration programs for refugees in the Netherlands.
My name's Anne Ning and I study neuroscience in mental health and neuroscience school.
My name is Jeroen Gruiskens and I study social entrepreneurship in healthcare.
So what is your idea about?
My idea is that, first I believe that our integration programs are not working as they are today. And my idea is that we need to look at the discourse, the messages we're sending in our integration programs to refugees about how they should be, how they should act, how they should be Dutch, and how we can be critical about those messages and maybe think about sending different messages that can help them adjust more to their life in the Netherlands.
My idea is about understanding depression patients as just as important as the treatment itself.
The goal of my research is to find success factors, just to find the determinants of social entrepreneurships around the world, so that investors can actually decide this is the social entrepreneurship we want to invest in, because we can be sure that this social entrepreneurship will be successful.
So in a nutshell, what is the end goal in your eyes of this idea?
The end goal is to better understand how people, refugees in the Netherlands, hear this discourse and adopt it in their daily life. And I want to know if we can change the discourse, and maybe the daily life of the refugees will also change. And change in a way that they feel more integrated, more welcome, that they're better able to participate in the daily life.
My end goal is to speak, to call on everyone to talk about depression and suicide, and to change people's mind that depression exists. Depression is not a choice, it's a brain damage, and it's very important. And this kind of behavior, it looks small, but it might change other people's life, and it might save other people's life.
The Breaking Mass crew was present at the opening of the Waterhouse Gallery. Alongside inspiring art exhibition, there was spoken words poetry, burritos, and also barefoot dancing sessions.
Sounds like UCM and Fossils got together and had a party.
How dare you? I'm from Fessos.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Hello, I'm Dimitri with Breaking Mass, and today we'll be exploring the Waterhouse Gallery. The theme of the work in the Waterhouse Gallery today centers around the Panta Rhei, which is the winding river that sculpts this landscape. As you can see here, we have the first intro piece.
With regard to the central theme of this year's art gallery, like how did you guys come up with, like what was the brainstorming behind it and why did you pick that particularly?
Yeah, that's a good one. We actually did a lot of brainstorming and a lot of discussions about the theme this year. We also renamed the gallery last year, it was Millantor Gallery Maastricht, this year's Waterhouse. So it all went hand in hand because then we also had to think about a new concept and what we're going to do. This year we met up in the big group, more like 20 people sitting around the table, actually Fassos, trying to discuss the theme and what we want to do specifically. But then, actually, to be honest, out of a sudden, one of our crew members, Juju, actually came up with the idea and he was just like putting it out there and he was like, Panta Rhei, that might be it.
How important was it for the team to have a wide variety of artworks displayed, not just like paintings and poetry, but like other, as for example, what's behind us?
It's been, one of our priorities this year. Because we knew our video space is going to be limited, but we also, while doing the brainstorming and like kind of developing what we want to stand for, what this gallery is, and it's like transparency, inclusivity, and charity, obviously. We also thought that we have to display that in the art. But regarding that, we have paintings, installations, and also like a huge culture program with performances and music and so forth. We just thought we want as much as possible of everything that's there, because we don't want to limit ourselves to just being a contemporary art gallery or just doing street art or. We try to bring it all together because it's one of the aims of this gallery of cultural connection and actually to culturally engage with different streams of culture and art as well. So that's why we have paintings, photography, installations as well. It's also a variety for the visitor. It's also more interesting because we want to have different visitors as well. So we want to be as inclusive as possible and get as many people as possible as well. And we like to have people who are looking at street art, but usually might not go to a fine art gallery, or someone who's mostly like into paintings might not be in touch with street art so much. So we want to combine everything to also maybe broaden the horizon of the visitor, not saying that there are different things also out there and you might like it.
I'm Mara and I'm part of the curation team together with another 3 people. So all in total, we've been 4 people curating this whole space. All projects that we do, including the Waterhouse Gallery, we do in order to raise awareness and to raise funds for WASH projects, so that's water, hygiene, and sanitation facilities in developing countries. So the Waterhouse Gallery is one of the things we do annually to try and raise funds and raise awareness for people within the Netherlands, and then try and provide people in developing countries with access to clean water and wells. So the theme this year is Panta Rhei, which is an old Greek saying, which we interpret as something kind of along the lines of everything flows, with which we think of change being a constant and something that's always present in our lives and has an influence on all of us. And we try to really incorporate that broad theme into every little artwork, into every cultural program we have. Each workshop, lecture is somehow related to ideas of identity, change, time, thought, our environment, our society, something along those sorts.
How can we talk about, say, pollution and other issues like that when dealing with art?
Well, I think art can always be recycled. And I think that that's a focus that we try to have a lot in this gallery as well. Of course, we try and produce as least amount of trash as possible. And at the same time, a lot of our artworks are also either made out of recycled materials, such as these. And in that sense, we kind of try and also create awareness for the fact that even though you think something might no longer be worthy, it can still be turned into something beautiful. We also really try to put a focus on prints, So art that is sustainable in the fact that it's produced once and can then be reproduced numerous times and go to a lot of people, be affordable. It takes art off of this ivory pedestal that it sometimes is placed upon, and it brings it to the masses and it brings it to everyone. And that's kind of our way as well, in a curative sense maybe, about trying to deal with pollution, because we think that there's so much beautiful that already exists and we simply don't understand why it can't just be produced numerous times.
Could you tell us a bit the process of how you're setting the pieces for the exhibition?
From the 20 people that are exhibiting in this exhibition, 9 are students, and 6 out of these students are actually based in Maastricht. So in that way, we're also trying to create a platform for people that might not yet have a name, that might not yet have exhibited all over the world, because that's not what art is about. It's not about taking someone who's already famous and giving them another place to exhibit, but it's about recognizing talent and trying to take that talent and place it in a context in which it's worthy.
Sadly, this is where our episode ends. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.
If you liked the video, please press the like button. Comment down below exactly what you liked about this video. Share this video to your friends, share it to your boyfriend, share it to your boyfriend's side chick, share it to everyone. Just know we're making some really good content now and we want everyone to see it.
Anyways, see you next month. I still have no idea what we have to say.
We are at the student hotel filming the first season. I'd like to redo that. At the info market, there's you can find.
That's cool. Let's check it out. A special event. It is the.
Hi. Hi. This is Jeroen and your